Hey YouTube, it's Harmony Bay and my very first YouTube story time. So let's tune in because I have some tea to spill. The first time I made it to Miami, I was with my cousin. I met my friend there. My other cousin met me there. My other cousin, she actually stays in Florida. And when I tell you it was a disaster, it was crazy. Like the first night we got to Miami, we chilled by the pool. It was good vibes. It was definitely good vibes. Then my other cousin wound up meeting us at my hotel room. Mind you, I haven't seen this cousin in forever. So we all chilling. We decide to go to the beach and have some drinks and chill. So my little cousin that came with me to Miami, she decides to leave her wallet in the room. Her wallet, her ID and everything. So my cousin's like, you girls got your IDs and stuff so we could be able to get in the club. She's like, oh, by the time we had the dinner table, she's like, oh, I left my wallet. And I'm like, what the hell? Who leaves their wallet in Miami? Who leaves their ID? Who leaves their money? So long story short, I ended up paying for her food. And I was just upset. Like, I was just livid. So now we leave in the dinner place. And so basically my little cousin is, me and her is going back and forth outside of the car in the parking lot. And we like really yelling. So my cousin's like, you know what? If you guys want to go back to the hotel room, I'll drive you back. So she's like, yeah, take me back. Take me back to the hotel room. So I'm like, okay, take her back. Take that back. So she takes her back to the hotel room. So we pull back off and we head to the club because her homeboy was DJing. So we get to the club and she's like wailing. Like, mind you, this is day 2. She's like wailing like everywhere. Like she's like twerking. Mind you, we're in like a gentleman's club, a strip club. And she's just like dancing on all the guys. Some guys wanted to buy us drinks. And she was just like, no, F that. Tell me what to do and what not to do. I can twerk and dance on anybody I want and get drinks from anybody I want. As the people was like complaining, telling her like, girl, you have to relax. Like, you twerking and letting guys throw money at you. And she's like, no, F that. I can dance and let anybody tip me. That's what they want to do, they'll do it. So I'm like, all right, I'll just tell her to chill. It's not that serious. Like, we were throwing the money back on the dancers. The dancers didn't have the problem. It's the owner or whoever, the manager. So by the end of the night, her friend did wind up getting there and DJing. And she was already drunk by then. I was a little bit intoxicated. And when I tell you, they pulled us in the back and was like, look, we're gonna have to ask you to leave and never come back because you guys are being very disrespectful. And she was like, fuck this club, blah, blah, blah. Like, she was just tripping. So I'm like, you are wrong. Like, you cannot do that. You are wrong. She was just drunk. So we ended up in a club called Tootsie's that stays open pretty late. And when I tell you, when we got to Tootsie's, it didn't get any better. She was already falling all over the place. I had to take the wheel. Like, it was a disaster. So we ordered food from there and wound up leaving Tootsie's and driving off. So we're talking and we're just catching up. And I was just like, I was like, how has sister been? And she's like, don't freaking ask me about my sister. She's just like flipping out on me. Like, I was like, yeah, but you guys are sisters, you know, in whatever you guys have going on. And oh, that B would never ever be around me again. She's so rude. She's like just going off on me though. Like, ask about my sister again, I'm gonna slap the shot at you. I'm like, what? You're gonna do what? She's like, I'm gonna slap you. So I'm like, yo, chill, it's not that serious. And then she was like, yo, shut the F up, my son is calling me, my son is, like, she was all over the place. So I was really just looking at her like, okay, this girl's weird and she's a little drunk. Stop screaming, my son is on the phone. Mind you, I was just asking her, like, what is the issue? Like, why are you going crazy like this? She was like, so I'm like, you know what? Let me just because this girl's acting a little weird. So she picks up the phone, some called to tell her like good night and whatever. So she hangs up the phone and she looks at me like, yeah, you better have shut up. And I was just like, what the hell? What are you talking about? Like, why are you coming for me like this right now? So she's like, yeah, you better have shut up. I'm like, why are you talking to me like this? And she just like mushes me. She just mushes me. Mush me. It took everything in me not to lose it. So I'm like, girl, you just touched my face. She's like, yeah, why? What happened? What you gonna do about it? Like, she was really trying to attack me, or like really was angry where she wanted to like take all her anger out on me. I don't know if I pushed a button or something, but like all I just was like, you know, I think you and your sister should like sum things up and like solve the problem that you guys have. Tripping off of that. She was really aggressive to the point where we started actually fighting inside of the car. She started fighting me inside of her car, and we were fighting, and she was like, get the F out. And I was like, bitch, I'm not getting out the car. You're gonna drive me to my hotel room. And she was like, get the F out, get out. I'm not driving you anywhere. She was like, basically, you think you all of that, bitch, get an Uber. I'm like, girl, matter of fact, I'm not getting out the car. You're gonna drive me back to where you picked me up from, and then you're gonna leave my hotel room and drive 4 hours back home. And she was like, all right, I will take you home. And then the whole ride, we were just like, I was just like, yo, this girl's crazy. We were just like silent. But anyways, we get to my hotel room. So now we left my little cousin inside the hotel room, and she packed all her shit that she was gonna stay the whole week with us. And she just packed all her shit and she just left. So she drove off. Now it's just me and my little cousin that came down from New York. And we stayed 7 days, mind you, 7 days. So this is basically we in the third day because it was the morning time. So now this is the third day. And I'm just like over it. Like there's no more marijuana. There's no more alcohol. I was just over it. I didn't even want to go by the pool. So my cousin and me is not talking at this point, my little cousin. And she's just like leaving the room. She's just leaving me in the room, like not talking to me. And I'm just like, I don't care. Like, I'm over it. Like, I go a whole day inside of the hotel room and just on my phone, on my laptop. So now day 4 hits and I'm like, you know, I'm gonna get up and do something today. I'm gonna either go shopping, I'm gonna go get some dinner, some lunch. I'm doing something. Little cousin comes back into the room. So she's like packing her stuff, looking like she's about to go to the beach. So I'm like, where are you going? She was like, my homeboy is driving me to the beach. And I was just like, oh, can you guys drop me off? And she was just like, I gotta ask him, like really rude to me. I was like, okay, well, ask him. And she was like, yeah, my cousin asked if you could drive her to the beach. And he was like, yeah, sure. So they went to the Sugar Factory on the beach, and I just went to the beach, and I just hung out on the beach. And taking pictures, I'm shopping, and my homegirl calls me, and she goes, Harmony, where are you? I'm like, girl, I'm in Miami, I'm on the beach. She's like, it's my birthday, I'm on the beach too. So she's like, I'm about to pull up on you. I'm like, okay. So she pulls up on me. This is day 4. So she has this drop top. It's her birthday week. So she's ready to turn up. She's like, girl, we hitting G5. We about to turn up. We about to be lit. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's go. So I'm like, girl, I gotta pick up my clothes from my hotel room. She's like, yeah, you get ready at my hotel room. So we go pick up my clothes and we get to her hotel room. So we both getting ready, we doing our makeup, and we catching up on old times. So now we get to G5. She is acting a fool. Like, by the time 2 hours hit, yo, she cashed out probably about like $2,500. I don't even think she even realized she spent that much money. And we just like turning up, we getting drunk, we having a good time. So now we leave G5 and you know, we go to Waffle House to eat. That is one of my favorite spots in Miami. And we chilling. Like it was actually one of the best nights I had in Miami so far. So now day 5 hit, and I'm like, girl, I gotta get back to my hotel room because my little cousin is there. And my cousin's like, girl, I'm starving. Can you buy me something? I'm like, what? Where's your money? She's like, oh, I didn't have that much money on me when I got down here and blah, blah, blah. You told me if I come with you that you was gonna help me eat or I'll buy you some seafood. She's like, oh, I don't want that. She was like really picky. Everything I like suggested, she was just like, no, I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want to eat this. I don't want that. I was just like, what? Okay, whatever. So I brought her back McDonald's, and yeah, she ate it. And we just like chilling, and my homegirl comes to our hotel room, and we chilling, we smoking. So the next day, we wanted to go jet skiing. That's day 6. Well, I met this guy. I gave him my number, and long story short, he hits me up. He's like, yo, you want to go jet skiing before the sun goes down? I'm like, yeah, me and my girl's gonna meet you at the beach. So me taking forever, and my homegirl's like, come on, girl, we're gonna miss it, we're gonna miss it. So eventually we missed it by like probably 30 minutes. And he was like, yo, no trip. We gonna go chill in the studio with little Boosie and them. And I was just like, he was like, y'all wanna ride? And I was like, all right, we could go. And he was with one second, so we followed him. Mind you, he gave us the address to the studio. It's like this poppin' studio in Miami. Like, it's really known. A lot of big artists record there. So we get there and he's not there. We outside of the studio. It's like these big gates. Like, you can't even see past it. So we sitting outside. His phone is going straight to voicemail. I'm like, oh my God, this guy just have us sitting here. Like, what the hell are we gonna do? So somebody comes out the gate and be like, excuse me, you know Alex? He's like, who? I'm like, yo, this guy just got us here. He fronting on us. Like, what the hell is going on? So then another guy comes out, and it's actually his friend, and he was driving behind him, but I guess he got lost or whatever. So we just kept following the GPS. And he's like, yeah, I know him. Yeah, he'll be here in a second. And he comes around in his motorcycle. So I'm like, phew, thank God this is like not happening right now. Because this would have been really embarrassing for me. So we get to the studio. We go inside. It's really beautiful. It's lit up with all types of LED lights. Glass everywhere. It's really huge. It's really dope. But that's not in there. So we chilling. We get some alcohol, some marijuana. We all vibing, and it's mad different guys. But we don't see no little Boosie. We don't see nobody he said that was gonna be there. Whatever. And basically it was just like an engineer guy. It was an engineer guy. It was a few, like, it was a producer, like people that work in there or work with the artists or whatever. So, you know, we just chilling, we vibing. They're of course trying to talk to us, especially the one that brought me there or like told me to meet him there. So I'm just like brushing him off and whatever. And I'm just playing like cordial because I'm like, I really don't even want this guy. Like, I just gave my number because this alcohol is definitely not the key to get to talk to me. So long story short, we are probably an hour in, and I'm like, I gotta use the bathroom. So it's this guy. He is like super tall. He was super tall, and he was just so like, whoa, he looked like a Ken doll. So tall and so pretty, and well, handsome. And you know, he walks me to the bathroom, and I go to the bathroom. Like, oh my God, he's actually a cute guy. He's actually a cute guy. So he walked me back to where we was at, the booth room we was in, chilling. And then like, I'm like, yo, I'm thirsty. I need some water. So then the guy, he needed his face to open the door. The door didn't have a code. It was like a face scanner on the door. It was so cool. And he needed, I guess he was like the main person in the building that time. Everyone needed his face. So he brought me to get some water again, and he was just like, "What's your name?" And I'm like, "My name is Harmony." And I was like, "What's your name?" And he was like, "My name is Darren." And I was like, "Okay." He was like, "Yeah, you're beautiful." And I'm like, "Thank you." And he was like, "Yo, you seen the rest of the whole building? We're building a club upstairs." And I'm like, "A club?" He was like, "Yeah, a club." So like he's going outside of a door. It was so many doors. He's like going outside, and I'm just like, maybe, maybe not. And he's just like, "Come on, stop being scared." Mind you, I'm in Miami. I don't know none of these people. I'm just like, what's going on? Should I go with this guy? Because like the stories I heard in Miami with the men is very scary on First 48, okay? So I was just like, okay, so we go up the stairs. Mind you, everything was under construction, so it looked a little weird when the lights was out. I turn on the lights and I'm like, so I go up the stairs and it's like this really big, beautiful space. It's like a bar, counter here. It's a couch, a dance floor, with like glass LED lights on it. It was so dope. Like a bunch of TVs on the wall mixed in together. It was really dope, and we was just chilling up there. But in the corner, it had like a stripper pole, and I was just like, "What the hell? Why do you guys have a stripper pole?" He's like, "Oh, like I don't know, maybe we doing a video up here or for entertainment or whatever." So I'm like, "Okay, it makes sense." So my homegirls is like calling my phone and like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "I'm upstairs in like some party thing, like some club thing," and they like, "Girl," I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna go get them. Hold on, stay right here." So my homegirl and my cousin come upstairs. They like, "Oh, this is lit. This is lit." I'm like, "Oh my gosh." My homegirl ran straight to the pole. Straight to the pole and started just like twerking. And when she started like twerking, I realized she had like an ankle monitor on her on her ankle. And I'm like, "Girl, you had that whole time?" She was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "How are you able to even go out the house without that?" She was like, I don't know what she said. She was like, I don't know. I was like, I haven't seen her in years. This girl moved to Florida also. So I haven't seen her in years. It's been years since we've seen each other. So she was like, "Yeah, I had to beat my baby daddy girlfriend up." She was like, "I had to beat my baby daddy girlfriend up," whatever. Some weird shit. And I was just like, okay. It was kind of embarrassing for me because like I was just in Miami with the people that I didn't understand why I was in Miami with. And I just try to make the best out of it. So, long story short, me and the guy started kicking it, like, you know, talking. We get back to my hotel room. He's like, "Yo, what are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm at my hotel with my homegirl and my cousin." And he's like, "Well, I'm about to come through." And I'm like, "All right, bring your friend." He was like, "All right, I'm about to come through." So they come through, and my cousin's like, the whole time we was there, my cousin was always by the pool, like she was mingling, just like running around. Mind you, she's like 18 at the time, or 19, 18 or 19 at the time, and I was 20. I was 20. Basically, she left the room, and I'm just like, why is she always like leaving the room? She's always meeting these people. Like, what the hell is wrong with her? Just like, whatever. She's young, she's dumb, and she just wants to have fun. So now he gets there, and his friend gets there. So we chilling, we smoking, and we, you know, my cousin comes back into the room, and like, "Girl, I was just talking to the hotel manager, and he told us to either leave the room now or verify the credit card for this room." And I was just like, "What?" Like, yeah, mind you, the person that helped me get this room is a friend. He did tell me, he was like, "It's not no scam thing." The room came up to like $2,000 for the whole week. I only paid him $500. So I was there comfortable. Like, we had a really, really nice hotel. All I know is, I'm like packing my shit. I'm like, "What are you talking about? What the hell?" Like, I'm like, so I call the boy. I'm like, "Yo, they're telling us to leave the hotel room." And he's like, "Yeah, we're supposed to be there for like 5. So I'm like, oh my God. He's like, you didn't pay for it, so what are you stressing for? So we packed my stuff, we get into my friend's car, and the guy's like, yo, what's going on? Like, what's going on? They like confused because they just come into our hotel room and they thinking like we just like some, mind you, I'm pretty sure they had a little skeptical feelings about me and my friends because my friend had an ankle monitor on her. So I'm pretty sure like feeling a little weird about us. But you know, he was definitely chill. He was definitely cool. And he was just like, I can't be here. I can't be around this. Like, I have a business to maintain. Like, I have things that's going on in my life. I can't. I'm like, listen, I promise you, I did not know what was going on. I never knew that this would happen. He was so cute. He was so cute. So I was just like, look, I have to go to my friend's hotel right now, and I'll just call you when I get there. So we get to my friend's hotel, and girl, all I know is we was out. We was out of there so fast. We was out of that room so fast. Thank God my cousin was going around being a little dotty and talking and mingling to everybody. Because if it wasn't for her, we would be having the police knock at our door. For real, for real. And they definitely kept my deposit. That's a whole nother story. But the guy was so cute. And guess what? The guy, he actually became my boyfriend for like a whole year. But he cheated on me. And yeah, distant relationship. So it was the most craziest trip I ever had in my life. The crazy part about it, that was my first time in Miami. So I just thought things would be different. But every time you go to Miami with your homegirl, you guys always end up falling out. Like, it's never the same. I'm telling you, never the same. Make sure you guys comment below when was your first time and how was your experience in Miami. And let me know. Make sure you guys subscribe.